Mexican food is amazing. Whatever, it doesn't matter what it is so good. That was one of my big concerns. Was like I remember I was worried about my weight or something. I told my mom, I was like, "Oh, Mom, I don't want to be fat while I'm on before I go on my mission." She's like, "Jordan, you're going to Mexico. You're gonna come back skinny as a twig. You'll get some disease or something." And then I was like so worried, and I gained weight on my mission because I loved the food so much. Like that was the only place I would eat and then ask for more and more and more because it was so good. But Mexican food as it is, Mexico is so different. I served in, and you guys that are getting your call down to southern Mexico, you'll know that southern Mexico and northern Mexico are almost like completely different places. The missionaries, the Mexican missionaries that would come from different parts of the state and come to the Merida mission were just blown away by how different the world was there. And so my mission, as far as food goes, is it's they call it like heavy food, like has a lot of like they have everything in soups. So you have soups with everything's wet. It's you'll have your meat and it'll be like sitting in like a, man, I'm gonna have a hard time remembering English words. What's caldo? Broth. Yeah, like a broth, and like you'll always have it like in a broth, and you'll just eat it with tortilla, and the tortillas in my mission are amazing because they don't make them like that anywhere else in Mexico. They actually take their corn tortillas, and they'll take the corn, the bits of corn, the kernels, actually grind them down, and you'll have fresh made corn tortillas that day. So that was really good, and I miss that a lot because the only thing you find here are the flour tortillas, and I love those corn tortillas. But so that was really good, and then so the spicy, the types of spices or chiles that they have down there are called habaneros, and they're like the spiciest chili there is, and they're so good. They just add to every single meal. I brought home tons of the habanero sauce, or chili sauce. I just throw it all in my food. I can't eat without having like a habanero chili sauce, like a spice to it, because it just brings out all the flavors. I love it. And then and I can't eat very much food dry. I always have to get it wet somehow. It's just like in my mission how like they always had it, in these broths. I try to somehow throw salsa or something on it so it has a wet feel to it. I don't know why. I just love it that way. But anyway, I could go on talking forever about food. In fact, I remember when I first started understanding Spanish, sitting in one of the rooms, and I was looking at the sister and the brother, or the sister and my companion and the family. They were just talking about food, and I was finally starting to understand. I'm like, could they really? Because you're always doubting yourself as you're starting to learn Spanish. Like, and I was thinking, are they really seriously still talking about food? Like, it's been like 30 minutes, and they just talk about how they make it a little different. They put lime, and then they put salt, and they just talk forever about it, and they love it. But then I remember catching myself toward the ends of my mission just talking about food forever with the members, being like, "Oh, I love it when you do this," and just food is a really fun thing, and you'll come home and just feel terrible because the food here is not as good as in Mexico. And I can say that about anywhere in Mexico, but my mission had really good food stuff too. So you'll gain weight, but it's good food.